Okay, chapter 4.2 is about geometry problems. Okay, in this case, we will learn the type of figures. So the first one is isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means there are three sides. Triangle, so there are three sides, and two of three sides are equal. So let's say this is A. Then the length of this, the second side is also same as A. And the bottom is, let's say B, right? B, different. So we call it isosceles triangle. So if three sides are equal, all three sides are equal, then we call it equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle, this means triangle. And then also, if this is equilateral triangle, that means three angles are same. That means these three angles are also same. So that is called what? Equiangular triangle. So equiangular triangle means three angles are same. Equilateral triangles, that means three sides are equal. So actually they are same. Okay, and square. How about square? Okay, square and rectangle, there are four sides, and square is each angle is 90 degrees. Each angle is 90 degrees, and four side lengths are equal. That is called square. Four side lengths. So let's say this is A. Then this side is also A. Everything is A, right? Everything is A. Okay, rectangle. Let's say the length. The length is A. Then this is the width. So length and width are different. That is the rectangle. Even the corner, the angle in the corner is 90 degrees. Okay, that's rectangle. And then from this one, let's find the perimeter and area of each figure. So perimeter is the sum of all side length. Sum of the length of all the sides. So in this case, let's say the perimeter is A plus B, right? This is A plus B. How about this one? Let's say this is A. Then three sides are all equal. So this means 2A plus B. If it's an equilateral triangle, then the perimeter will be 3A because A plus A plus A. So that is equal to 3A. How about square? Okay, square is, there are four side lengths, same side length. Four of them. So it will be 4A. Okay, how about the rectangle? Okay, two sides are equal. The opposite sides have equal length. So this means 2A plus 2B. So, A plus A, and the width is B and another B. So this is equal to 2A plus 2B. Length and width. 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Okay, how about the area? Okay, area is always, base time, multiply two side lengths. So let's say from the triangle, let's say this is height. Okay, height is the line segment that is perpendicular to the other side. So that is height, H. So let's say this is H. Okay, then the area of a triangle is always base times height divided by 2. So base times height. Let's say base is B, right? Base is B. Base times height, which is H, divided by 2. That's the area of a triangle. Same thing over here. So base is, in this case, what's the base? Base is A, right? A. So A times height divided by 2. How about square? Okay, square is base, the area is length times the width. Length times the width. So length is A times A. So this is A squared. How about this one? How about rectangle? Okay, the base is A, the length is A, the base is B. So A times B. Length times the width. Okay, that's the area. So length times the width. Length times the width. For the triangle, base times height divided by 2. So always triangle, the area of triangle is half the square. Okay, half the area of the square. So we divide by 2. So base times height, length times width, divided by 2 is area of a triangle. Okay, so let's use this information. Okay, example 1. The perimeter of an isosceles triangle is 25 feet. So isosceles triangle means two side lengths are equal, right? So this length and this length is equal. Okay, the length of the third side is 2 feet length. Okay, the third side, so this is the third side. So that is 2 feet less than. Here's the less than or more than. So we will write the second part first. So this is third side. Third side is the length of one side of the equal side. So let's say this is A. And the second side is same as A, right? Same as A. Because this is isosceles triangle. So the third side is 2 feet less than the length of one side. So this should be on A, right? A. So this third side is A minus 2. Okay, and the perimeter is given. The perimeter is 25 feet. So since the perimeter is given, use the perimeter formula. So what's the perimeter formula? The perimeter of a triangle is sum of all side length, right? Perimeter is the sum of all three sides. Side length, right? So that's the perimeter. So the perimeter is A plus the second side, and the length of the third side is A minus 2. So this is equal to 25. Okay, so this is the equation using the perimeter formula, and find the measure of the three sides of the triangle. So we want to find the length of each side. All right, so let's find x. So this means 3a minus 2 equals 25. Then 3a is equal to, okay, plus to each side. Plus 2 each side. Then 3a is equal to 27. Then a is equal to 27 over 3. So a is equal to 9. So A is 9 feet. So three sides are what? 9 feet. And the third side, this is the first and the second side, right side. Then the third side, the length of the third side is A minus 2. So A is 9 minus 2, which is 7. So 7 feet. So 7 feet is the third side, and 9 feet is the length of first side and the second side. Okay, problem 1. Okay, always the problem numbers, you pause this and then solve it. All right. Okay, a carpenter is designing a square patio. It says square patio, so the diagram will be a square, right? Square. So let me draw a square. Square means all four side lengths are the same, with a perimeter of 52. Same thing, the perimeter is given, 52 feet. So perimeter is the sum of all four side lengths. What's the length of each side? So in this case, we don't know the size, so let's make a variable a. Then this is a. This is A, this side is also A. So perimeter is A plus A plus A plus A. So that is equal to 52. So that is 4A is equal to 52. Then A is equal to 52 over 4. So finally A is equal to 13 feet. Okay, so each side length of the square is 13 feet. Okay, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Okay, so let's learn some definition. Okay, right angle. Okay, the right angle means 90 degrees. If there are two line segments and the angle between these two is 90 degrees, then we call this right angle. Okay, right angle means 90 degrees, not the right or left or right or wrong. It's not that definition. Right angle means 90 degrees. Okay, always the degree between two line segments is 90 degrees. And also the straight line. Okay, the straight line, this is straight line. The straight line always forms, the straight line always makes 180 degrees. 180 degrees. So let me draw here again. Here's a straight line. And if you divide this into two angles, let's say A and B. So this is straight line, right? Straight line. So the sum of angle A and angle B should be 180 degrees. Always. All right. We call these two angles adjacent angles. We call A and B are adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. Okay, that means two angles are connected each other. Okay. Angle A and angle B are adjacent angles. Adjacent angles on a straight line. Let me write it on a straight line. Okay. So the sum of these two angles is 180 degrees. All right. If the angle between two line segments is 90 degrees, less than 90 degrees, then we call it acute angle. Acute. Less than 90 and more than 90, so greater than 90, then we call this angle obtuse angle. Obtuse angle. So acute angle, obtuse angle, right angle, straight angle. Okay, how about two lines? If the two lines never cross each other, there are two lines, line 1 and line 2. If these two lines never cross each other, then we call it they are parallel. So parallel lines. So parallel lines, this always does not intersect. Okay, what if two lines, okay, line 1 and line 2 form a 90 degrees? They cross, but they are 90 degrees. Then we call these two lines perpendicular lines, perpendicular. So since this 90 degrees, the other three angles is also 90 degrees. They're all 90 degrees. Okay? This is a perpendicular line. And for the line 90 degrees, we draw a little square. Okay, little square mark. That means 90 degrees. Okay, so another definition, important definition is vertical angles. Okay, vertical angle means two lines are intersecting, two lines intersect, and then the angles opposite each other, facing each other are exactly the same. So this angle and this angle are same. So if angle A is 90, let's say 20 degrees, then the other side angle is also 20 degrees. And let's say B is 30, then B, the other side angle is B. So the opposite angle, the angles in the other side, is always same. We call it vertical angle. Okay, vertical angles. Okay. So please make sure to understand these definitions. And here is also another definition. Okay, now two lines are parallel. Okay, line 1 and line 2 are parallel. This means parallel symbol. Two lines are parallel. Okay, and then let me write an angle here. So, and then here is a line crossing two parallel lines. We call it transversal. Okay, transversal is a line crossing other two lines. So let's say this angle is A, B, C, D. And this is X, Y, Z, W. So there are 8 angles. Okay, there are 8 angles in this case, but actually there are only 2 different angles here. Only 2 different angles. So we separate into 4 parts, 4 angles, and 8 angles, but they are what? There are only 2 different angles. So using the definition above, the straight line angles, the adjacent angles, we will find out these three types of angles. Okay, alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Okay, let me use a different color. Look, the vertical angles. So A and C are vertical angles. So these two angles are same, isn't it? Let me mark it with a green color. These two angles are same. Why? It's because it's a vertical angle. Okay, how about C and A and W? Are they equal? Are they equal? Yes, of course it is equal. Why? Because line 1 and line 2 are parallel. So why don't you put two lines together? Two lines together. Then this line A, this angle A and angle W overlaps, exactly overlaps. So A and W are the same. Okay, and then let's use orange color. And this angle B. Okay, this angle B and angle D are same, right? Why are they same? Because they are vertical angles, vertical angles. So, and then D and Z are the same. Why? Because when you put two lines together, line 1, line 2 together, then they overlap. So these two lines are, these two angles are same, right? Same. Okay, and then this X and Z are also same. Why? Because they are vertical angles. Vertical angles. Okay. Then let me draw this. A and C are same, and C and W are also same, and W and Y are same. They are same angles. So actually there are two different angles, the green angle and the orange angle, right? And there are names for this. There are names for this. Alternate interior angles. Okay, alternate interior angles means those are the angles inside line 1 and line 2. So inside line 1 and line 2 are CDXW, right? CDXW. And alternate means one is on left hand side, another one is on the right hand side. So on different side. So in this case, alternate interior angles is angle D. Angle D should be equal to what? They are angle D and angle X. So these two angles are same. They are alternate interior angles. And there's another one, angle C and angle W. Angle C and angle W. So these two angles are same angles. We call it alternate interior angles. Okay, alternate exterior angles these are the angles outside two lines. Okay, outside two lines. So AB and YZ. AB and YZ are the alternate exterior angles. So in this case, the angle A is same as angle what? Angle Y, right? Angle Y. And then angle B. Angle B is equal to angle Z. So B and Z are, the angle B and Z are the exterior angles. Same angle, so we call it alternate exterior angles. Okay, the third one is corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are these are the same angles, actually, same angles, and on the same side. Same angles on the same side. So angle A. So angle A is on the left hand side and the same location, which is W, right? W. So upper left corner. So A and W are the corresponding angles. How about B? B is right upper corner, right upper. So right upper is angle X. So on the front, based on the line 2, the upper right corner is angle W, angle X. Okay, how about angle C? Angle C is in the line 1, so lower right angle. So from the line 2, lower right angle is angle Y. Okay, angle D. Angle D is from the line 1, lower left corner, right? Lower left side. So from line 2, lower left is Z, angle Z. So we call this corresponding angles. So if there are two parallel lines and there is a transversal passing through these two parallel lines, then there are exactly two different angles. There are 8 angles, but those 8 angles are separated into 2 different angles. Angles A and B. Okay. So let's use this information. Example 3, line 1 and line 2 are parallel, and T is a transversal. And then find X. Okay, X is in the lower right corner in line 2. So let's use all our definitions. Okay, line 2 is a straight line. Okay, line 2 is a straight line. And these 2 angles, Y and X plus 4, is on the straight line. So sum of these 2 angles is what? Y plus X plus 40. Right? That should be equal to 180. So straight line forms 180 degrees. Okay, we want to find X. So we need to know this Y value. And then this Y is same as 3X, isn't it? Why? Because this is corresponding angles, right? Corresponding angles. Same side, corresponding angles. So, Y is equal to what? 3X, right? 3X. So why don't we just plug in, replace this Y with 3X. So, Y is equal to 3X, so write down 3X plus X plus 40 is equal to 180. Then simplify, so 3X, we don't need parentheses. We don't need a parenthesis, clear it. Then 4X plus 40 is equal to 180. Then minus 40 each side. Then we have 4X is equal to 140. And then divide each side by 4. Divide each side by 4, right? Then X is equal to 3 and then 5. So X is 35 degrees. Okay. So in this case, we use 2 definitions. One is angle of a straight line is 180. And then this Y and 3X are the same because they are corresponding angles. Okay, let's try problem 3. Okay, did you get it? All right. So let's find X. Same thing. Here it is, straight line. Right? So this is straight line. So the angle Y and angle X plus 15 are adjacent angles on a straight line. So this will make 180 degrees. And then, look at this. Isn't this Y same as 2X? Isn't it same as 2X? Yes, why? Because they are alternate exterior angles. Right? The vertical angle is the same, and the vertical angle is same as these same corresponding angles. So these are alternate exterior angles. So Y is equal to 2X. So replace this Y with this 2X. Okay, so if we rewrite it, this will be 2X plus X plus 15 is equal to 180. Then 3X plus 15 is equal to 180. And then minus 15 each side. So from here, 3X is equal to 165. And then divide each side by what? The coefficient of X, which is 3. Then X is equal to 5. So X is 15 degrees, 55 degrees. Okay, so in this case, we use the same formula, 2 definitions. Straight line is 180, and alternate exterior angles are same. Okay, let's learn another definition. Okay, the sum of measures of the interior angles of a triangle is 180. Okay, this means triangle has 3 angles. So sum of all these 3 angles makes 180. Okay, sum of interior angles. Interior angles means the angles inside a figure, inside a figure, is interior angles. So sum of three interior angles is 180. Okay, 180, don't forget 180. 180. Okay, 180. How about rectangle? Rectangle is, each angle is 90 degrees. So 90 times 4 is 360 degrees. The rectangle is 360. 90, 90, 90, 90. The sum of this is 90 times 4 is 360. Right? That's just an example. All right, and then this is, we already did this one. Okay, here is a straight line, right? Straight line. And angle A and angle M are adjacent angles on a straight line, so this will be 90 degrees, right? Sorry, 180 degrees. Okay, how about this one? If you have, okay, angle A and N is on this straight line, so sum of angle A and N is what? 180. Same, right? Same. Or M and N on. M and N are same, right? Same. Vertical angles. Vertical angles. So, this makes sense. Okay, so let's find out angles B, C, and Y, the measure of three angles. Okay, so there are three lines intersecting. So we have a triangle in the middle. So we know that sum of three angles is 180, right? 180. And also we know that from this straight line, the sum of angle B, sum of the angle 100 and angle B makes 180, right? So from this one, we can find the measure of angle B. So let's find B in this case. So minus 100 each side. So subtract 100 each side. Then B is equal to 80 degrees. So we found the angle, measure of the angle B. So B is 80 degrees. So B is 80 degrees. That's what we found. Okay, let me erase it. Okay, then we need to find C, right? C. So here is one. Number two. In order to find C, the sum of three interior angles. The sum of three interior angles of a triangle is 180, right? Is 180. So let's add up all three angles. So B plus C plus 45 is equal to angle of 180. Right, 180. And then from this, we already found B, right? We already found B. So let's replace this B. So B is 80 plus C plus 45 is equal to 180. Then this is equal to 125 plus C is equal to 180. Then minus 125 each side, right? Okay, so from here, C is equal to 55 degrees. So we found the measure of angle C, which is 55, right? All right, then angle Y. The angle Y and angle C. Angle C and angle Y are same, right? So number 3. Okay, number 3 is vertical angles, right? Vertical angles. By vertical angles definition, angle C is equal to angle Y, right? Okay, let me write angle Y first because we are finding angle Y. So angle Y is equal to what? Angle C. So angle y is equal to, what is the measure of angle C? Already given, already found. So that is 55 degrees. So this is the angle B, right? This is angle C. All right, let's do problem number 4. Okay, find the measure of the angle A, B, and D. A, B, and D. Okay, look, already this is 90 degrees, right? We know this angle A and 55 is a vertical angle, right? Vertical angle. By using the vertical angles theorem, angle A is equal to what? 55 degrees, right? So we already found one. Okay, number 2, sum of 3 angles is 180. So B plus A plus 90 degrees is 180, right? So we have a triangle. This is triangle. Here's a triangle. So sum of these 3 angles, A, B, and this is 90 degrees, right? This is 90 degrees. So that is 180. And we already know the angle of the measure of angle A, so that's 55. So B plus 55 plus 90 is equal to 180. Okay, we don't need to put the degree here. Then B plus 145 is equal to 180. Then minus 145, minus 145. Then B equals, the measure of the angle B is 35 degrees. Right? 35 degrees. Okay, how about letter D? How about angle D? So angle D, number 3, and number 3. Okay, this is straight line, right? Straight line. So angle D plus angle B is equal to what? Yes, 180. And we already know what the angle of the angle B. So D plus B is 35, right? 35, 180. So minus 35 each side. Then D is equal to 145. Okay, simple. So in here we used 3 definitions. One is vertical angles, so that A is 55. And then sum of 3 interior angles of a triangle is 180. So we found B. And then from a straight line angle, we found D. Okay, example 5. 2 angles of a triangle measure 33 and 80 degrees. Find the measure of the third degree. This is pretty simple, pretty straightforward, right? So here is triangle, and one angle is 43, and another angle is, the second angle is 86, and this is third angle, right? Third angle, X. So use the definition of the sum of 3 interior angles. So X plus 43 plus 86 is equal to what? 180. 180. So from this, let's find X. X is the measure of the third angle. So X plus, combine these 2 numbers, then 129. Okay, and then minus 129 each side. Then X equals 51 degrees, right? Yes. So the measure of the third angle is 51 degrees. So we used one definition. Sum of interior angles is what? 180. Okay, 180. So sum of interior angles is 180. A, B, C, right? A, B, C. So A plus B plus C is equal to 180. So we used this definition. Okay, problem number 5. I think this is the last one. Right, this is the last one. Okay, one angle of a triangle is Right angle. Look at this. One is right angle, so this is the right triangle, isn't it? Right triangle, 90 degrees. Right, this is 90 degrees. Okay, and one angle measures 27 degrees, so this is 27 degrees. And find the measure of the third angle. Okay, let's say this x. So we will do the same thing. So x plus 27 plus 90 degrees is equal to what? 180. So sum of all these three angles is 180. And then simplify. So x plus 117 is 180. And minus 117 each side. So that we can find x. X is equal to 63 degrees. Okay. All right. So we are done for this section.